and knew that the reptilians were going to go puncture the door in the firmament, because those are the floodgates. So they let the water in, causing the ice age. The 144K before that got out. They got out into their pods. Right? This all happened before. This is just a recycle, repeat, revolution, every revolution.
And were there attacked, and they then went to Earth and established culture here on Earth approximately 6,000 years ago.
There is a theory that there was once a great kingdom called Atlantis, home to an advanced and sophisticated society. The story goes, but a few survivors escaped in ships and brought civilization to the primitive peoples around the world. Your end is near.
Distinguished guest for this evening is Admiral Richard E. Byrd.
The North Pole used to be a no-man's land, but these are the days when, by buying a ticket on a commercial airliner, you can fly across the North Pole and drink a cocktail at the same time. Admiral Byrd, you've been to...
Then everybody pulls out, signs this treaty, says nobody can go back except under the express guidelines of the international community that signed the treaty.
En route. What is that expedition doing?
Well, that's the icebreaker Etka, and it's a reconnaissance expedition. It's going down to the South Pole area to make certain observations and to look for some bases.
However, is there a great difference between the top of the world and the bottom of the world? I've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this Earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole, on the other side of the South Pole, from Middle America.
While on the ball Earth model,
It is surrounded by continents that are slightly frozen. The Antarctic continent is surrounded by a belt of ice, frozen seas of at least 1,200 miles thick.
and God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
The reason why, you're struggling so hard with this is because you don't fit in this world.
That you don't see with your eyes.
That's right. And it's not because I saw anything bad or anything like that.
Why do you say that?
Well, some people think that just because you're curious that you can become blind. Well, that's just not so.
Just getting warmed up! Are you afraid to fight me yourself, you cowardly snake? A snake, am I? Perhaps you'd like to see how snake-like I can be.
The Baywatch.
Well, it is, and also I think Playhouse Disney have been very good at incorporating the messages with characters that children are very familiar with.
There is a storm formulating, and it's the economy, it is political correctness, it's corruption in Washington, it's the militant Islam, it's all of these things. When I talked about the perfect storm, I said that there is a storm formulating.
Tell us, sir. Maybe it's the calm before the storm. Tell us, sir. Maybe
before the storm.
What's the storm?
Could be the calm.